Have you ever wondered how history would have been different if women had been at the helm more often? History is full of strong, determined, and powerful female figures, but their stories are often obscured or overlooked. Yet, there are those who defied the odds, leaving an indelible mark on the tapestry of history. Before we continue, please be sure to leave your own indelible mark on this channel by subscribing. One extraordinary woman who left her mark on the pages of history was Wu Zetian, the sole female emperor of China. She stands as a towering figure, a testament to the power of female leadership in a world where men predominantly held the reins. Empress Wu Zetian's reign was not a mere footnote. It was an era of significant change, of progress and intrigue. Her life's journey, from humble beginnings to the pinnacle of power, is a narrative that echoes through time, challenging our perceptions of leadership and gender roles. Now let us delve into the life and legacy of this extraordinary woman, Empress Wu Zetian. Born into a noble family in 624, in what is now the Shaanxi province of China, Wu Zetian's life was far from ordinary from the very beginning. Even as a child, she was known for her intelligence and curiosity. Her father, a wealthy merchant, ensured she received an education that was unusual for girls of her time. Wu Zetian was literate and well-versed in politics and history. At the tender age of 14, she was selected to enter the imperial palace as a junior concubine to Emperor Taizong. This was a high honor, but also a world filled with intrigue and danger. Yet Wu Zetian was not daunted. She quickly learned to navigate the complex politics of the palace, using her wit and charm to gain influence. Her journey from a noble girl to a concubine at the imperial palace was not an easy one, but it was a journey that would eventually lead her to the throne. This was just the beginning of Wu Zetian's rise to power. Wu Zetian's journey to the throne was challenging. It was a winding path paved with cunning, strategic alliances, and an unwavering desire for power. Rising from the ranks of a mere concubine, Wu Zetian's journey within the palace walls was one of calculated maneuvers. She was a master of the palace intrigues, adept at navigating the treacherous waters of court politics. Her intelligence and beauty caught the eye of Emperor Taizong. However, her ambitions were not to be a mere jewel in the emperor's court. Upon Emperor Taizong's death, she was sent to a Buddhist nunnery as was the custom for the emperor's concubines. But Wu Zetian was not one to be sidelined by tradition. Wu Zetian had already caught the eye of Taizong's son. She made a triumphant return to the palace as a concubine to Emperor Gaozong, Taizong's son Gaozong. Now emperor, Gaozong visited Wu Zetian at the nunnery and eventually had her brought back to court as his own concubine. Wu Zetian wasted no time in outmaneuvering her female rivals and used her cunning abilities and manipulative charm to eliminate the other concubines and eventually, even the current empress. In 655, Wu Zetian married Gaozong and became the new empress, eventually bearing 4 sons and a daughter. Her marriage to Emperor Gaozong was a strategic move that brought her closer to the throne. She was not content with being a silent partner. Using her coercive influence and authority as empress, Wu Zetian eliminated her political opponents one by one, eventually having all of the elder statesmen dismissed, exiled, or even executed. Even Gaozong's own uncle was not safe from Wu Zetian's march to power. With Gaozong becoming ill, Wu Zetian was influencing matters of the state from behind the scenes. For the last 23 years of Emperor Gaozong's life, Wu Zetian essentially served as the de facto ruler of China. Anyone who tried to oppose Wu Zetian was swiftly eliminated in one form or another. Despite Wu Zetian's status, the throne was not officially hers just yet. Upon Gaozong's death in 683, his son and heir, Li Xian, was named emperor, but was deposed and exiled 1 month later by Wu Zetian, his own mother. Wu Zetian replaced Xian with her younger son, Li Dan, and exerted her influence over him to continue her unofficial rule from behind the scenes. But Wu Zetian was not one to be a puppet master for long. She wanted to rule in her own right. 6 years later, at age 65, Wu Zetian usurped the throne itself and officially became China's first female emperor or empress. Wu Zetian's reign was marked by significant achievements and controversies. As the only female emperor in the annals of China, her rule was anything but ordinary. Wu Zetian's political accomplishments are worthy of note. She introduced a series of reforms that transformed the civil service examination system, a move that broke the monopoly of aristocratic families on official posts. Prior to her reign, the system was dominated by the elites. but Wu Zetian opened the doors to a meritocratic system. This allowed talented individuals from all walks of life to serve the state, creating a more balanced and effective bureaucracy. Her reforms laid the groundwork for the civil service system that would become a cornerstone of Chinese governance for centuries to come. But her influence did not stop at politics. Wu Zetian was also a significant cultural figure. She was a patron of the arts and literature, and under her rule, Chinese culture flourished. She promoted Buddhism as the state religion, which led to the construction of numerous temples and the commissioning of Buddhist art and literature. This religious endorsement not only solidified her rule, but also contributed to the spread and development of Buddhism in China. Yet her reign was not without controversy. Critics argue that Wu Zetian's ascension to the throne was marked by a series of ruthless power grabs, including the elimination of rivals and the manipulation of her children. Her rule was characterized by episodes of political intrigue, purges and assassinations. Some historians even go as far as to label her as a tyrant. However, it's important to consider the historical context. Wu Zetian lived in an era when women were rarely seen in positions of power, let alone as the ruler of a vast empire. Her rise to power was extraordinary and required extraordinary measures. Some might argue that her actions, while severe, were necessary for her to maintain her position in a male-dominated society. Moreover, the criticisms of her reign often overshadow her achievements. Under Wu Zetian's rule, China experienced a period of relative peace and prosperity. She effectively managed the empire, maintained stability, and promoted economic development. Her reign saw advancements in agriculture, trade, and education. She also implemented legal reforms that improved the lives of common people, including measures to curb corruption and promote social justice. Despite the controversies, Wu Zetian's reign left an indelible mark on Chinese history. She defied conventions and shattered the glass ceiling in a time when women were expected to remain in the shadows. Her reign was a testament to the power of female leadership and a reminder that women too can rule empires. After ruling for 15 years, Wu Zetian's reign ended in 705, but her legacy lived on. This remarkable woman, who rose from a commoner to become the only female emperor in Chinese history, left an indelible mark on the annals of time. After her reign, there was a palpable shift in the perception of women's capabilities. Wu Zetian had demonstrated that a woman could rule an empire as effectively as any man, and her reign set a precedent for other women to aspire to positions of power. She broke the glass ceiling of the Tang dynasty, and her reign became a symbol of female empowerment. Moreover, her impact on Chinese history and culture was immense. She championed educational reforms, encouraging the spread of literacy and learning. She extended the examination system, which was a revolutionary move that opened up opportunities for many. This system became a cornerstone of Chinese bureaucracy, proving that meritocracy could thrive in a hierarchical society. Wu Zetian was also a patron of the arts. During her reign, culture and literature flourished, and this period was later known as the Golden Age of Chinese literature. She commissioned the construction of many temples, and her devotion to Buddhism influenced its spread throughout China. It is also important to note that just like any great leader, Wu Zetian did not accomplish so much by herself. Demonstrating her wisdom, Wu Zetian hand-picked various male advisors and appointed many capable men to carry crucial tasks for the state. While her ascent to power was marked by ruthless tactics, and her rule was often viewed as tyrannical, Wu Zetian still inspired a certain level of confidence and had many who were fiercely loyal to her as a ruler. Despite her criticisms, Wu Zetian's influence and contributions to Chinese society cannot be denied. In many ways, the legacy of Empress Wu Zetian is a tale of resilience, ambition, and transformation. It's a narrative that challenges traditional gender norms and provides a fresh perspective on women's roles in history. Wu Zetian's story continues to inspire and intrigue us centuries after her reign. As we delve into her life and reign, we are reminded of the power of determination, the importance of education, and the potential for anyone, regardless of gender, to make a significant impact on society. Empress Wu Zetian, a woman of power, intrigue, and resilience. From her humble beginnings in the court of the Tang dynasty, she navigated the treacherous political landscape, rising through the ranks to become the only empress in the history of China. Her ascension to power was not without controversy. Yet she held the throne with an iron fist, implementing reforms, promoting education, and expanding the empire. Her reign marked a significant era in Chinese history, a testament to her leadership and strategic prowess. Despite the many challenges she faced, she remained undeterred, leaving behind a legacy that has endured for over a millennium. Empress Zetian was more than just a ruler. She was a symbol of resilience, a testament to the power of determination and ambition. In a world dominated by men, she redefined what it meant to be a leader. Zetian, a symbol of female empowerment, redefined what it meant to be a leader in a male-dominated world. What are your thoughts on Empress Zetian? Do you think she was an extraordinary woman or just a power-hungry tyrant? Share your thoughts in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Before you go, please support the channel by liking and subscribing so you never miss an episode.